26 reasons why you should pick up the OnePlus 12. This is such a great device. It really is. I'm going to give you 26 reasons why you should pick up this device, especially if you're looking for a top Android device in 2024. Number one, it's a flagship device. So it's top tier. Snapdragon 8 Generation 3. That is the latest chipset that's out right now. Number two, the price. Now, on GizTop, not Amazon or OnePlus, at GizTop, you can get this for $619. That's for 12 gigs and 256 gigs of internal storage. $619. Now, you'll pay $799 on Amazon, but $619. Consider that. Now, I believe OnePlus is still allowing you to trade in another phone in any condition for either between $100 to $200 off. So you may want to take that route, but you can definitely get this for a really cheap price, and it's hundreds of dollars cheaper than other flagship devices that are well over $1,000. And I'm not going to co-sign for nobody to pay over $1,000 for no cell phone. Just not doing it. Number three, the presentation. Now, if you get it off GizTop, first of all, OnePlus always has nice presentations with their devices, unlike Samsung, where they don't give you anything in the box. And not only Samsung, but Apple and nothing, and Sony and Google give you nothing. But with OnePlus, now if you get this from GizTop, okay, you're getting a 100-watt charging brick in the box, a pre-installed screen protector on the phone, and also a case. Now, for some reason in North America, where I live in the United States, for some reason OnePlus is not giving anybody a case in North America. But if you get this device from GizTop, you will get the case in the box, and it's a good quality case that's in the box. So number three is presentation. The presentation is very nice, and I like it. Number four, the design. Now, I know this is subjective. Everybody does not like this design, but all I'm going to say is I love this design. This is my favorite designed device that I have right now. I love this device. It looks like eye candy. It looks elegant. It just looks beautiful, especially this white color. Now, I know most people get the emerald green or they get the black, the silky black, but I'm so glad I got the white because most people don't have the white. And I like to be different. I like to stand out. And I just love the white better. You know, now this would have been really even better if it was trimmed in gold, but I still like the silver. You know, it's just beautiful. You know, the design of this phone is beautiful. OnePlus did a great job. This is their best design phone to date, in my opinion. Number five, the build quality. Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The build quality on this device is so premium. You will absolutely love it. It's stunning. It feels like nothing but quality, nothing but elegance in your hand, especially without a case. Now, I'm using a clear case because, you know, I just feel safer having the case on my phone because it only takes one drop to really damage your phone, crack the screen, get dents all in it. I don't want all that in my phone. And I recommend a case, but everybody don't like cases. I see plenty of people walking around with their phones with no case. Now, maybe they just don't have butterfingers, and I don't either, but it only takes one drop, and that's it. And I care about what my phone looks like all over, front and back. So I keep a case on my device, and you can get a clear case where you can still enjoy that, you know, enjoy how your phone looks. And, you know, when you get home, you can take the case off, you know, especially if you got carpet in your house or maybe just a wooden floor, you should be okay with that. But I wouldn't drop it on anything hard. But the build quality on this device is top tier. No doubt about that. Number six, The device has great button placement. All the buttons on the right side of the device. The power button is relatively easy to get to. Now I wish it was just a tad bit down, like right here where my thumb is at, but it's still reachable. I don't really have to stretch like I do with some phones. But I like the fact that OnePlus finally put all the buttons on the right side. And OnePlus was always a company that had the volume rockers on the left and the power button on the right for years. But with this, I think this device was the first device. If I'm mistaken, I could be wrong. I don't know if the OnePlus 11 they had all the buttons on the right side, but I don't think so. Because this was very noticeable to me when I got this device that all the buttons on the right. So kudos to OnePlus by putting all the buttons on the right side of the device. Excuse me, y'all. Number 7, you got the alert slider. Now, this is going to be a big deal for some people, not everybody. Not a big deal for me, but this is something you may want to consider. Now, Apple has had a notification slider on their phones for years, but OnePlus also has had this on their phones for a long time, where you can go from ring to vibrate to silent. It is nice that you have them options. Now, my phones always stay on vibrate all year round, 365, 24/7, because I get so many notifications and I cannot have my phone constantly going off every time I get a notification. It's just too much. And, and I wear a smartwatch. So if I need to get my notifications, I know I could just look at my watch and see. But the alert slider, that's going to be important for a lot of people. A lot of people come in the comment section when I've done reviews about this phone. They always talk about how much they love the alert slider. So that's another reason why you may want to consider the OnePlus 12, because of that alert slider. Number 8, the OnePlus has an IR blaster. Now that's going to be important for some people. You have that universal remote, and I like the convenience of it. You open this bad boy up, you see Vizio TV, LG TV, and Samsung TV. I already got 3 different TVs in my house hooked up with this IR blaster. It's a universal remote, and I absolutely love it. And of course, you could add even more TVs to it, and then, like I said, it's not just about TVs. You can use it for a whole lot of different things. Next, number 9, the face unlock. The face unlock on this device is crazy good. Now, I'm telling you, I'm behind this camera. This thing should not see me this easily, but that's how good it is. And you see how fast it is, and I'm behind the camera. It's crazy. And I also have this microphone in front of my face, but this thing sees me pretty much every time. It's probably the best face unlock that I have on any of my phones. I would say this one and the Vivo X Note. These two has the best face unlock. Samsung devices ain't coming close to being this fast and this accurate. It's just not. Now, I don't know about the S24 Ultra because I don't have that device, but I'm just talking about I got the S22 Ultra. S23 Ultra is a great device, but the face unlock ain't nowhere near as good. And I seriously doubt that the S24 Ultra is as good as this one. I doubt it. Seriously doubt it. Number 10, the in-display fingerprint sensor is optical. It's excellent. I have no issues out of it. It's very accurate. It's very quick. You have the haptic feedback, and you can change the animation. So the face unlock, this is one of the best fingerprint sensors that I have on any device that I have. It's super fast and it's super accurate. And like I said, you got the haptic feedback, and you could also change the animations. I love the fingerprint sensor on the OnePlus 12. Number 11, the always on display. Always on display is nice. Why? It's nice and bright, and the notifications are relatively a good size. I could easily see what they are. Now, I wish they were colored. I really do. But I can still see the time, the date, the day, the battery percentage, and my icons are large enough for me to be able to see what they are. So I definitely like the always on display. And you can see that the fingerprint sensor doesn't stay on all the time, but it stays on as long as I guess you're kind of like moving the phone. You're going to be able to see that fingerprint sensor. Now the Samsung, it stays on all the time no matter what. See, it goes out, but the minute you move this phone in any way, that fingerprint sensor is going to light up and you're going to be able to see it. So I love the always on display on the OnePlus, and it is customizable as well. Not as customizable as Samsung phones, but it is customizable. Number 12, the display. One of my favorite parts of this device, without question. Okay, 6.8-inch Quad HD Plus AMOLED display, HDR10 Plus, 1600 nit sustained brightness. That's sustained, not peak. Sustained brightness, Dolby Vision, 510 pixel density, 4,500 peak brightness, image sharpener, and video color boost. This display is absolutely outstandingly beautiful. I'm telling you, it just is. Now I got it up to 100% brightness. That's why it's so bright. Sorry about that, y'all. I turned it down. But man, you talking about a beautiful display. This thing is outstanding. It really is. I love it. One of my favorite things that I enjoy about this phone is that display. That display to me is everything, along with, of course, the battery life and the performance. But that battery, but that display is important to me. Number 13, the dual stereo speakers. Listen, if you like to enjoy content without headphones, you're going to definitely enjoy the dual stereo speakers on this device because they sound, they got a nice full stereo sound and they're pretty loud. So I love the stereo speakers on this device. Absolutely love them. Number 14, the battery life. Listen, this is me. Now, battery life is always going to be subjective because everybody uses their phone differently. Just because I get the kind of battery life I get doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get it. It could be your service provider. It could be the fact that you shoot a lot of videos or you take a lot of photos or you play a lot of games. I don't play games on my phone. That's why I don't do gaming tests. I don't do none of that. I don't play games. I try to do my reviews and keep them real, like how I actually use my device. I don't game on my phone at all. I barely use the camera on my phone unless it's a special occasion, like I'm going out with my wife or we're around family and we're taking family photos, or it's a special event at my church. Other than that, I don't even use the camera at all. I just don't. So I'm mostly reading my Bible, watching YouTube videos, watching regular videos, watching Prime Video, surfing the net, things like that. That's pretty much what I do, with my phone for the most part. Playing movies and listening to music and reading books. That's what I do. Now, for me, I get 2 full days and over 8.5 hours of screen on time. That's my battery life, but that may not be yours. But this is a battery beast. Let me just tell you that. I will tell you. Now, I'm using 100% brightness. I had to turn the brightness down for the camera, but I use 100% brightness on my phone. So most people are not using their phone at 100% brightness. Most are not. So you'll probably get a lot more battery life than me. And I'm using Quad HD resolution and 120 hertz. I'm maxing this phone out because it can handle it. And why have a top tier premium flagship phone if you're not going to use all the bells and whistles? Why even get it? So the battery life is great on the OnePlus 12. Number 15, the battery size. 5,400 milliamp hour battery, bigger battery than the S24 Ultra. And mostly all these regular Android phones out there, this has a bigger battery. Only phones that has bigger battery than these, I would say maybe the gaming phones. They have like a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. But I say most flagship phones today have 5,000 milliamp hours. This is 5,400. So you want a larger battery, and that's why you're getting that great battery life. But even before they took it up another 400 milliamp hours, OnePlus has always optimized their software so well to give you great battery life on their devices. I was getting a day and a half with my OnePlus 8 Pro. So I'm not shocked that I'm getting great battery life with the OnePlus 12. Not shocked at all. Excuse me. Number 16, RAM management. Now, this one here comes with 16 gigs of RAM, but I'll say this. The RAM management is great. I be having so many apps open in the background and they stay open because it's 16 gigs and it handles the 16 gigs extremely well. So if you're, don't be concerned about RAM management. The RAM management on the OnePlus 12 is great. Number 17, you get RAM expansion. So you could expand the RAM, okay? And you could expand the RAM all the way up to 28 gigs. So if you want to game, you just want to go completely crazy, you can do that on the OnePlus 12. Right now, I'm using 28 gigs of RAM, okay? Now, you'll have to use up you have to have adequate internal storage space in order to do that. So just make sure you have adequate internal storage, if you want to add more RAM to your device, because that's what it's going to use up. It's going to use up some of your internal storage. Number 18, the performance. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're talking about silky smooth. It's just crazy fast, crazy smooth. You see how responsive this thing is? I mean, look at it. Look how fast and smooth and responsive it is. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my throat. The performance of this device is ridiculous. It's so fast, so smooth, so responsive. It's just butter. So if you want a powerhouse and you want fast, silky, smooth, and very responsive, you want the OnePlus 12. That's all I gotta say about that. Next, number 19, super fast wired charging. 100-watt charging break. Now, if you get it in the United States, you're dealing with 80 watts, which is still fast. But if you get it from GizTop, you get the 100-watt charger. You can charge this device from 5% to 100% in 28 minutes. It's the real deal. I've used it. I love that I could charge my device that fast. So I can leave it off, the charger all night long, get up in the morning, plug it in, go take a shower. By the time I finish showering, going to the bathroom, shaving or whatever, I come back, my phone is completely charged. Love that. Number 20, super fast wireless charging. 50-watt wireless charging. From 5% to 100%, 44 minutes. And I do have the 50-watt SuperVoot OnePlus charger, wireless charging stand. It's the truth, because that's what I use pretty much 100% of the time. All I do is drop it on that wireless charger, and boom, it's done, and I'm ready to roll. Seriously, that wireless charging being that fast, I love it. This thing charges faster wirelessly than Samsung devices charge wired. Number 21, you're getting 10-watt reverse wireless charging, which is also faster than Samsung and everything else out there. 10 watts. So you're going to get a faster charge. If you got to charge some earbuds, if you got to charge another device, you can do that a little bit faster with the OnePlus 12. Number 22, transition effects. Let me show you what I mean by that. So basically you hold down this and you see down here, you scroll this over until you see transition. You hit that, you get all these different ways you could change how your phone transitions. See how it looks? Now I'm using the roll one. That's my favorite one. So I love that. You get 5 different types, and I like that. It just gives you options. Samsung should do something like this with their devices. I don't know why they don't, but I love their transition effects. Love it. Number 23, system cloner. Basically 2 phones in one. Now, all you got to do is check out my full review. You'll see what I mean. You could basically have two phones in one. So the way you see this, all this set up like this, I go in the system cloner using my thumb, or you can use a password. It's going to look totally different. So if somebody wanted to use your phone and you got a lot of private sensitive things on your phone, all you got to do is go to system cloner, give them the phone. All your stuff is secure, is safe. They're basically using a totally different phone. Everything is changed. Then when they finish, put your thumb on it again, your different thumb, and it goes right back to your original where all your, information and everything is on here. So system cloner is really nice. I like that. I don't use it because I don't need it, but it's a good thing to have. Like for those of you that have kids and they like to play with your phone, you want system cloner. You want to go over to that. You want to give them the phone and let them play to their heart content. You ain't got to worry about them getting in any sensitive materials on your phone. System cloner, I love it. Number 24, software support. So this phone is due for 3 more software updates and 4 more years of security patches. 3 more years of OS and Android updates and 4 more years of security patches. So there's no worry about this phone, not being, secure for a short time. You got 4 more years of security patches with this device and 3 more years of Android and OS updates. So I like that. Number 25. This device also has great cameras. All you got to do is check out my full review. You'll see the pictures and the videos I took with this device. These cameras are the real deal. Now, some may say the S24 is better, or the Pixel 8 Pro is better, or the iPhone is better. And if you feel that way, I have no problem with that. That's cool. If you really feel as though those are better, that's fine. But I'm just saying these are great cameras. Okay, I'm not saying that they're better than those devices because I don't know. I don't have those devices. All I know, for me, this thing takes great photos and take great videos. That's what I know. And also, you can zoom up to 120 times, which is cool. And you also get 8K recording at 24 frames per second. And of course, you got Hasselblad color science. They're the ones that provide the color science for these cameras. As you can see, the Hasselblad logo right there, that H. Okay? Love these cameras. These cameras are flagship cameras. No doubt about it. Now, the OnePlus 8 Pro takes great photos and videos too. That was the best photo and video OnePlus device I ever had until I got this. These are definitely on another level. Great cameras. And number 26, the last reason why you want to pick up this device is Aqua Touch. Now, basically, you could pull this whole display, can get completely drenched in water, like if it was raining, and the display would still work fine with no problems. Unlike most smartphones where you get the screen wet and the screen start acting crazy. It doesn't mess up because if it's IP68 water dust resistant, you're fine with that, but it doesn't work as well. There's a lot of glitches, start acting a little crazy. This one still works like it's dry. So you got that Aqua Touch. So those are the 26 reasons why you should definitely pick up the OnePlus 12. If you're in the market for an Android device, you're in the market for a premium device, this is the device you definitely want to check out. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to love this device. Now, if you just don't like the design of it, or maybe you just don't like the software, then you don't want this device. But if you want one of the best devices on the market and maybe the device of the year, I suggest you check out the OnePlus 12. And let me just show you something really quick. I'm going to go to Giztop. I want to show you I'm not kidding about this price. Okay? That's the website. So if you're interested, GIZTOP, you see it, OnePlus 12. See that price? $619. They scratched out $799. So you're going to pay $20 for the shipping. So you're going to end up paying less than $650 for a 16 let me see. Let me make sure I got that gigage right. Okay, that's for the white storage capacity. Okay, that's, yeah, the 12 gig, 256 gig variant. That's what you're going to pay. $619. And you see up here, Giztop, giztop.com. So you can see I'm telling you the truth. And Giztop is a reputable company. You know, you don't have to worry about is your information secure and all that. This is a reputable company. And they give you all the specs and stuff about this device. See, all the specs. So, should you go out and pick up the OnePlus device, OnePlus 12? Yes. I highly, highly recommend this device. I've loved it since day one, and I'm still loving it. And I'm going to continue to love it because it delivers in pretty much every category. It's almost a perfect device. I just wish it had a headphone jack and expandable storage. Then it would be perfect for me. Perfect. Only missing those two things, a headphone jack and expandable storage, and it would be the perfect smartphone. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. I hope everybody out there staying safe, staying well, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.